Right. So welcome back to another episode, everyone. I hope everyone who celebrated had a lovely Thanksgiving, or if you don't, just had a nice bit of break from whether it's school, work, or just in general. So I hope you guys had a happy holidays. But welcome to December. Um, and today we're going over every team's Christmas list, every team's Christmas wish English. Every team's Christmas wish in the Western Conference. So we're going to start off with the Central Division, and we're going to start off pretty easy here. The Winnipeg Jets. Their Christmas wish is the plane don't crash. As you know, the Jets had a flying NHL record-breaking start, 16-1. Um, Ever since that, they're 1-3. And in those three losses that they've had, they've lost pretty ugly. 5-2 to the Cats and 4-1 to the struggling Predators. So on their wish is just keep the ship steady, keep your players hot like Morrissey, Connor, Hellebuck, Ehlers. Keep those guys hot and confident, and just keep playing hockey. So yeah, they're in the top of the Central right now, so that's their wish. Now, number two, pretty easy, simple team again, Dallas. But their wish is stop with the dumb in zone, turnovers. This Dallas team, very good. One of the Stanley Cup contenders for sure going into this year, and still, as they're now third in the Central. But a lot of stupid in zone turnovers, not getting the puck out of the zone, selfish trying to go yourself plays. Just it's not working. You're a good team. Just simple hockey out of the defensive zone and into the offensive zone, and then do what you want from there. But we move on. The Blackhawks. No one expected you guys to be good, so there was no pressure. But on your wish list, Connor Bedard scoring more points. He's been struggling as of late, um, and he's not producing. In uh, his last 8 games, he's only had 3 points. He's had a slow start here, 15 points in 21 games. And actually, last game he was held to no shots. So yeah, that's a bit of a worry. But he's still young, still very new to this league, and these ups and downs are going to happen. These sophomore slumps are going to happen. But the Blackhawks on their Christmas wish list is hoping that Bedard can pick up his scoring again and start maturing as a NHL player, whether that's out on the wing or maintaining as the worst center in the league. Um, that's neither here nor there. The Predators. They're just what they're asking Santa for? They're asking Santa, what are we? Are we bad? Are we good? They're asking for a change. They're asking Miss please, Chris Kringle, just give us a change. Just give us something. Let us turn the ship around. We're the fifth worst team in the NHL, as you can see. 20 but they won the off season, right? With Stamkos, Marchessault, and Brady Shea. This team's struggling. All they just want to change. They want that chance to win. They want a chance to go on a streak. They did just beat the Winnipeg Jets 4-1, so we'll see if that um, can turn the tide of their season. Number 5, Utah. What do they have? What are they asking for? The inaugural playoff berth. This team's pretty solid right now. Really entertaining to watch. A lot of young guys. However, the only thing stopping them from getting this list, the only thing that puts them on the naughty list this year is their goaltending. Connor Ingram can't be a starter in this league, that's for sure. He's awful. And then Kirill Vishmelka is a righty. Need I say no more? Next, the Avs staying healthy. That's number one. And then number two, Nichushkin on lockdown. And then number three, a goaltender. Because here's their goalie stats. Not good. Georgiev. And Union. So we know what the Avs want. Nichushkin on lockdown. No more NHLPA program for him. Let's hope he's getting the help that he needs still, and producing at a high level for the Avs and for himself. Staying healthy, they had a crazy amount of injuries going into this year, and Gabe Landeskog looks to be returning in 2025. So that's good, but they need a goaltender if they want to do anything in the playoffs. Number 7, the Minnesota Wild. All they're asking for is Kirill to stay hot, Gustafsson to stay hot, Boldy to stay hot. Their defense to keep playing phenomenal. And yeah, they really have no complaints. They just want to maintain the production that they're at. Maybe Zuccarello to come back with yeah, that's PG-13 channel. Number 8, the final team in the Central Division, the St. Louis Blues. They just fired their coach, uh, Bannister, and they brought in Jim Montgomery on a 5-year deal. And all they're asking for Christmas this year is to begin the Montgomery era now. Let's start it now. Let's try to go back to that 2019 worst team in January. They're nowhere near that now. But worst team in January, win the Stanley Cup. They want to start this new era now. And yeah, that's all they're asking for, really. So let's move on to the Pacific Division, starting off with Anaheim. Not like the Blackhawks, not a lot of expectations this year. They set bottom to last in the Central Division with 19 points. Fun fact, that's more than Nashville at 17. So, but Anaheim, all they're asking for is win faceoff draws. As you can see, they are the worst team percentage of faceoff draws with almost 42%. And to just show you how bad they are, the team in second to last is only 44%. So that's a 2% difference, and that's huge. Faceoffs are huge in the NHL, especially in the defensive zone. That's easily shot on goal for the team on offense, as well as if you lose a draw in the offensive zone, you lose possession. The defensive team can easily break out the zone, and the neutral zone, you can get where I'm going to go there. It's a slippery slope, and as well as a secret wish list from, I guess, the younger brother or younger sister, is apparently there's rumblings that the players on the team want a new coach. So we'll see where that goes with this year as well. And maybe John Gibson has slipped Santa an extra cookie and said, "Trade me, please." But we'll see that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. San Jose Sharks, all they're asking for 2 things. Will Smith or Macklin Celebrini Calder, start the next season already. Get us a high draft pick. Plain and simple. The Sharks are the Sharks. They're awful. Everyone knows that. They're going to be bad for a while. Get them perhaps a Calder. It's between them and Michikov out in Flyers at this point. Let's move on. Number 3, the Kraken. They're asking Santa for a sign. They're saying, Santa, give us Cole and tell us to start the rebuild, or give us a nice gift to tell us keep pushing for the playoffs. Because right now, they signed, going into this year, 2 guys that are in their 30s for 8 years times $8 million contracts, one of them being Chandler Stevenson. And they sit 6th in the Pacific Division, 10-1, 21 points. Behind Vancouver, 23 points, and Edmonton, 24. And, so forth. So they're asking Santa, are we on the naughty list or the good list? Do you want us to push us for the playoffs, or do you want us to start to rebuild and start shifting some pieces around? That's all they're asking for. Number 5, VGK. I'm going to say plain and simple. This is one of the teams in the NHL that just will always be good. They're 13-6-2 right now and 28 points. They're the top leader at the time of this recording in the Pacific Division. And all they're asking for is, honestly, Santa, can we keep the train going? Because they look scary. They look good. They look dominant. Jack Eichel looks like he might win the Hart Trophy this year. They're asking Santa, just keep the train going. 6, the Oilers. Every year, it seems like they're asking for a goalie. This year, it's kind of not their main Christmas wish. I don't know about you guys, but my parents growing up would always veto one thing on my list. They vetoed the goaltender this year. Gary Bettman came down and said, no goalie. He stamped them. This year, they're asking for, can we please fix our special teams? Because McDavid, Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, Victor Arvidsson, Darnell Nurse, Evan Bouchard, Jeff Skinner. I'm even going to throw Corey Perry in that list. I'm probably Zach Hyman, right? 9 guys, 9 really good players for a power play, and I'm probably forgetting some. Oh, and Matthias Ekholm, so that's 10, double digits. And guess what? Their power play, 15.8%. That can't happen, Edmonton. That can't happen, especially if you guys want to go back to the Stanley Cup. That can't happen. So they're asking Santa, hey, fix our power play special teams. But you know what they're also asking Santa for? Now, hey, fix our special teams this way. Fix our special teams on the PK. 70.9%. They're in the bottom 5 of the league in both power play and penalty kill. That is no bueno for a playoff team. That's no bueno for a roster, especially on the power play with all those good players. So Edmonton's asking Santa, fix our special teams. 7, Kings. Bring Doughty back. We're buzzing. We're playing really good, Santa. If you bring us Doughty, we're going to keep going. We actually might beat Edmonton in the first round. That's number 1. Number 2, get Quentin Byfield scoring. That's on their wish list. They're asking, how can we get this kid to score? We just signed him to a 5-year, $6.25 million deal, totaling up to $31.25 million. And as you can see, in 21 games he's played this year, he only has 10 points. That's not good from one of your top 2 line centers, and that's not good from a guy that you're investing in your future in. Yet, Byfield's very, very skilled player. He's very big. He's very surprisingly quick. And he'll be able to bounce back after the slow start. But that's what they're asking for. They're asking Santa, please get Byfield scoring again. And then to round off the Western Conference, we got the Vancouver Canucks. They're asking for, even though Kevin Lankinen has been pretty solid for them, they're still asking for Thatcher Demko back. There's probably a lot of players on that team that just have in the back of their heads, an extra layer of confidence knowing that Thatcher's back there. And then overall, they're just asking for consistency in their players. Quinn Hughes just got canned for 4 games. JT Miller's on personal leave, so we hope whatever he's dealing with, he's okay. And Elias Pettersson has just only started really living up to his $11.5 million contract and started scoring. Besser's hurt, so let's hope that he gets back to his scoring. And Jake DeBrusk, if it wasn't for his 3-point night a few nights ago, would be severely under what his point expectancy would be. So Vancouver Canucks and Philip Hronek, he only has 8 points in the 21 games that they've played. So overall, the Vancouver Canucks are asking for consistency up and down their lineup. So I hope you guys enjoyed what every NHL Western Conference team is asking for on their Christmas list. As you can see, some teams are asking for a little more than others. But catch you guys in the next part if you haven't seen that. Eastern Conference, it's also a banger. So yeah, see ya.